Hola, bonjour, assalamu alaikum, shalom. I'm sure I didn't cover everything, everyone. Every language, I am sure of that. Hello, how are you all doing? Well, I hope. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to all who come to this live broadcast or that catch me on the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, don't forget to hit the like button, folks. The like button, very important. And engage in the chat and connect with others that are in the chat if you so desire. Of course, go to their YouTube channel, and if you see something that you like, strongly consider becoming a family member, getting linked up, etc. Tuesday, why am I on Tuesday? It's Thursday. The other day of the week that starts with a T, Wanda. Uh, Hello, Tamika Davis. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, watching. Both or one or the other. I do appreciate it. Hopefully your day is going well. Hopefully your day is going well. Yeah, so it is Thursday. One more day, and my granddaughter wants to send me lots of text messages now that I'm doing this. Hello, Joshua Gabriel. How are you? Thanks for being here, and thanks for hitting the like button. I do appreciate it. You and Tamika both. Thanks for hitting the like button. Day is going well thus far. Tamika, it's going well thus far. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. How's work? How are things with you, Joshua? Are you going live today between 3 and 4, Joshua, with your artwork? Or are you doing a live exercise video? Let us know. Hello, can't stop walking but love mowing. How are you? How are you? Safe travels. Be safe out there driving if you're driving. I don't know whether you're back home yet or not. Thanks for watching, listening. However it is that you are partaking of this, I do appreciate it. Man, oh man. Way back when, way back when I would watch music videos a little bit more often than I do now, the things that I do watch are like the older songs, the older videos, pretty much black and white, etc. And then when they started doing them in color, all that good stuff. But trapped. Are you trapped? Or do you have thoughts of your being trapped? Or do you have thoughts that you are trapped, actually, in fact, trapped? And of course, being trapped in something, that could run the gamut. Being trapped in debt, a marriage, having bad kids that fail to launch, you're trapped because they're still with you in your home and you're having to support them in some way, shape, form, or fashion besides allowing them to live in your home, whether they are paying monies or not. That's not my case. I just want to explain having the kids that fail to launch, get out, etc. All of the good stuff. Are you trapped? Do you feel trapped? How do you get out of being trapped? How can you get yourself up out of that? How do you get yourself out of being trapped in debt? Of course, there are a lot of factors. One's age, what one can do physically, whether the person have the skill set and or the piece of paper along with the skill set and the experience to do it. You all know all of this because you all are an adult audience and old enough and have experience probably quite a bit in life. For the debt, of course, things that you can do to help your situation that you can do on your own. You don't have to go to the internet, try to look up anything on YouTube, etc. is to stop spending. Stop spending on the unnecessary stuff. Stick to the bare bones, as Dave Ramsey would say. Stick to the bare bones. food, clothing, shelter. Start with that. Then start to look for ways in your budget because you are doing a budget. Yes, the budget is key. Hello, the Jury Spot. How are you, Val? Thanks so much for being here. Whew. Talking about getting ourselves from being trapped. Yes, that budget is key. Then start looking in your budget for ways that you can cut things totally out. And of course, you may want to start slowly doing that so you don't do something abruptly and then you're like, ah, you're pulling your hair like, oh, I can't live without it, I can't live without it. If you start to detach or move away from said item slowly, then it's probably going to work better for you. And then when you're having that little small success at the beginning, it may be the motivating factor for you to keep on with that particular journey. Yeah, bare bone budget. Just spending on the bare bone items. Start cutting back on things in your budget and trust you will free up some money just in those things. And of course, as I always say, bill planning. Of course, if you're cutting back on in your grocery bill, then you should incorporate meal planning with that to save money. The coupons, these rebate things like Ibotta, Fetch, and there are others where you can get scan your receipts, get points back, and then you can use the points to, get a gift card, and you can use that gift card at the various stores. But you don't want to stay trapped if you can get yourself untrapped or out of the trap. Another thing is you don't want to allow people to set you up. I'll just say it that way. Set you up to fall into a trap. This is where you yourself, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to be in the mindset, the mind frame that, hey, I can't afford these items. It doesn't matter that my BFF or whatever has these things, or my best guy friend, he has these things. My main man has these things, or what have you. He just bought a new truck. I'm over here with this 10, 15-year-old truck. I want a new truck. And you know that you cannot afford it. Don't become seduced by what others have to where you go out, you're trying to keep up with what they have. Don't set yourself up to fall into the trap. You know what it is that you can handle, what you have going on. And getting a truck, like, okay, am I going to get a truck and have the $600 payment, or am I going to put my kid in a private school for the next 5 years? Do y'all get where I'm going with that analogy? Yes, I'm sure that you all do. Yeah, but don't let other people set you up, or you allow yourself to be set up because you see that they have things and maybe they can afford it or not. I guess that shouldn't matter to you either way. But yeah, don't. Just because you see other people that have nice things, that purchase nice things, your friends, etc., that doesn't mean that that's you. Or you see a whole bunch of nice cars passing by someplace or another, what have you. Or you go to a particular city or state or something, and the people, they just have beautiful cars there. Woo, woo, woo. They're up to date, they're brand new. You see more of those than you see of the 10, 15, 20-year-old vehicles. Don't allow yourself to be seduced by that. It won't turn out well for you. In the marriage, wow, that's a big one. And there are probably so many moving parts and things too when you are in a marriage. And I'm going to put situationships if you have a significant other and all the others that apply under besides being married. And they always say when people show you who they are, believe them first time they do it, believe them. Believe them. So if you're seeing red flags, or you hear something that is a red flag, believe it. And I'm talking when you start dating this person or what have you. And if they're saying something that at that particular time and you want to delve further, ask the question, why do you say that? Don't ask them about how they're feeling or any of this other stuff, because that's problematic. Ask, test, case, dummy. Feelings can be problematic. There is a time and place for feelings. And when you're trying to somewhat date/vet someone as a potential spouse, you don't want to be doing the feeling thing a whole lot, because that can get you in trouble. Both us ladies and the gentlemen, you don't want to get trapped in something. Oh, they had all these red flags. I knew something was wrong when he was still living with his mom and he was 30 years old. I knew something was wrong when I'm having to pay half the bill when we would go to a restaurant. I knew something was wrong when he had 3 jobs within the last year. I knew something was wrong, etc., etc., etc. Don't allow yourself to get or to fall into a trap. And some of the other qualities that he or she has should not compensate. You get where I'm going. For the life things that you will need in your life. You need that person to be working steadily at a job, and nowadays at a side hustle or having their own little business on the side, so that you can have stability in your life. And if you decide you want to marry this person and have children, you want that. But if you seen and let pass the red flags, you set yourself up for a trap. So yeah, but that's a lot. And if you are in a marriage and problems and stuff arise, seek counseling, whether that's through your church, synagogue, temple, mosque, whatever. You want to go first initially, well, of course, talk to your spouse about the issue. That is key. Let them know what your thoughts are regarding whatever it is that is happening. And if the two of you can't work that out, then you may move it on to your church pastor, whomever, rabbi, priest, bishop, and then you may need to seek counseling, commercial counseling on the outside from a marriage counselor, marriage therapist, whatever it is. But you definitely want to make sure that you are trying to, in my opinion, it is my hope that a person wants to try to keep their marriage together, unless there's stuff that's happening, that is, for lack of a better phrase, beyond the pale. It should not be happening. You all know what that is. I'm just talking generically here, not about anything, not about any DV or anything like that. But definitely you always want to watch out for the red flags that are happening in the marriage. So your dad, your marriage, and these children that fail to launch, meaning your adult children that are still home with you for whatever the reason is. At some point, you're going to get tired of my thoughts. At some point, you are going to get tired of them being there, and you just want to have your own life. Yes, we will always be mothers and fathers and parents. We don't want it that way. We don't want it until our dying day that we're, for lack of a better phrase, in the parent mode all the time. Right? We got to oversee our 27-year-old son or daughter that's still there. And I get it. It's hard out here in society. And they done went out, they've gotten their degree, and then they got to beg someone for a job. No one is answering their call. People tend to hire people that look like them. They don't have any experience in that particular field. Of course not, because they just graduated from college. They didn't or couldn't get an internship to get some experience with that, free or paid internships. I get it. And now they're at home with you. You are lost. Like, hey, I went out and with or without a degree and got a job and was able to do this, that, and the other. What's going on with you? You're looking at your kid like, hey, what's the problem? What does a person do about that? You just put them out and say, hey, sink or swim? What do you do? This is where that constant communication with your kids nowadays is critical. Because at some point you want to be able to not use some of your hard-earned money taking care of your adult child, just point blank. Now, it could be the case that they are there, and you have set up terms like, hey, you're going to pay this amount of money for room and board, you're going to buy your own food, you'll pay for your own internet, or however it is that you do it. That's a great thing. And of course, if you leave to go on vacation or do something, you know that they're not going to burn the house down because they are frustrated or have pent up frustration because they don't have a job, can't find a job, all this other stuff. And then you got to play counselor and all this other stuff to that, because if they don't have a job or they have, work that isn't paying well and all this other stuff, they may not be able to afford insurance to where they can get, or maybe they do have it and it just doesn't cover any type of counseling. And now you got to play counselor, you got to be parenting all over again. And I get it. We do, and we want to help our children as much as possible. But goodness knows, you don't want that in your life forever. Let me look at these comments. Hello, Curvy Key. How are you? Thanks for being here. Whew. I fell in trouble big time. Was paying for everything. Oh, wow. And your relationship, Curvy Key, if you're still here. Wow. Yeah, that can happen. I see Tamika Davis is saying hello to Rosalie. Hello, Rosalie James. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I'm going back to the chat. Yeah, Rosalie is here. Ooh. Can't stop walking with love more. I'm checking the comments. These new trucks cost over 50 grand. Let me get in there. Okay, these new trucks cost over 50 grand. And God forbid if you get an F-250 or 350, that's 100 grand. Yes. Can't stop walking but love more and cruising. Yes. Very, very expensive, these trucks. And the guys, they love them. And maybe some young ladies out there too, but the guys, they love them. They love them. It's like a status symbol. I'm with Dave Ramsey on this. I don't follow the Dave Ramsey thing to a T, pretty much not at all. But there are some things that I do, like emergency fund, trying to just stick with the bare bones as much as I can with that part of it. I'm continuing to invest and save and not just stop investing and then putting it all towards that or what have you. Yeah, there are some things that I agree with. Some of the information is very helpful from Dave Ramsey. But yeah, the new status symbol is the paid off home, or should be. I'm with him on that. Or should be the paid off home. And sometimes we're not paying attention to the things that are happening out in society, like 2008, 2009, the crash, and for some, if they were prepared and ready, i.e. with the great credit score, a few pennies saved up, and or possibly taking advantage of some new homeowners, first-time buyers for new home programs in their state, then they could have possibly gotten into a new home. I'm not saying not brand new, I'm just using new loosely. A home that was already built that might have been 5, 7, 10, 12 years old, etc. They may have been able to get into a home at a decent interest rate if you are prepared and ready with the good credit score, your good credit report, and a few pennies saved up for the down payment on the home and closing, etc. But there's always handwriting on the wall. That was then, and now this is it now. And the housing prices are crazy. Whew. And rent prices have skyrocketed beyond belief. And if you are already in a high cost area like Washington, D.C., by itself, of course, Maryland, New York, these other places up north, West Coast, California, maybe Arizona, Vegas, possibly, you were already, it's beyond dire now. It was dire before. So we have to make sure that we have that budget together, and that we're looking and listening to the things that are going on, and at some point it is going to affect you or your family or what have you. And that housing is a big one. That housing is a big one. Ooh, hello, Mama Hanaya. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Hello, Boss Lady Denise. How are you? I saw that you put up a video. I think it was of your walking. I'm not quite sure. I have to go back and check it. Ooh, yesterday was my spin day. So I get off track on the videos. Nonetheless, thank you all so much for being here. Hello, Deshaun on the track. How are you? How are you? You all make sure you go check each other out. Woo. Go check out Boss Lady Denise. She is over there vlogging. She's on her health journey. At some point, I'm going to see if I can get with my daughter and go to Costco, I think you said it was, or Sam's, that had those Quest protein chips. Like, I need chips of any type, but yeah, check those out. I don't have a subscription to either one of those places. But yeah, go check out Boss Lady Denise on her health journey, and she is vlogging, doing hauls, all that good stuff. Mama Hanaya, a great place to go to connect with others. But yeah, if you are feeling trapped with regards to those things, and there's a whole host of others that you can be trapped in, also your career, your job, do what it is that you can to get out of the trap. That's legal, of course. And if it's your job, you know you need your job in order to pay your own rent, mortgage, etc. Or maybe your half of it if there's a 50-50 deal going on, or whatever it is. You know, you need to keep the lights on, all that good stuff. If you have children that are under 18, and of course you need to eat also. But you can do things to get yourself out of the trap. And of course not to put yourself in the trap. We're all adults, and we know how to do these things. If we don't, then if we really just sat with ourselves and thought about it, we will come up with some answers. If you have a spouse or a significant other, share with them your thoughts of being trapped, and maybe they can help. And if they're the reason, you have to do the same. Sit down and say, hey, this relationship is not meeting my expectations, possibly not meeting yours, and then go on with the issue or issues that you are having with it. But the main thing is, when you're dating, don't be feeling. Think. You don't want to stay trapped. We have to learn how to problem solve. If we're getting ourselves into traps. Some things we know off the bat, hey, this isn't going to work. I'm out. That's probably 90% or something. And then sometimes people don't show who they really are until you're married to them or you're living with them, because they also say you never really know a person until you live with them. Okay. But trust, they are sending up signals, smoke signals, before you get to the living part. And sometimes we just choose to ignore those because this other one quality or qualities override the red flags that are present. I'm going to move on. So if you're feeling trapped, talk to yourself. You'll probably come up with a solution or the solution to the issue. And then, of course, talk with others. Hopefully you have a good friend that will tell you, that will give you the 411. Tell you, hey sis, this is how it is. Here are some suggestions. Going from there. Or if you need further, there's always YouTube. If you need further, you can find a therapist, counselor, etc., whatever the situation is. But don't wallow in it and feel as though you're forever trapped in something. Come up with a game plan. And for your children, since they are blood, and it's possible that may be a little harder, but you got to find the strength and the will to do that. I'm checking the thing. Hello, Miss B and fam. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Hello, April Showers. Thank you so much for being here. You don't want to stay trapped. Not good. Woo. Also, then I'm going to get off of it. Also, we have to be focusing on everything is political. Trust, everything is political. You have to make sure that some of these, your politicians, from your state, your senators, your representatives, what they are saying to you when they're on TV, Washington, D.C., when they're on TV in Washington, D.C., and when they come back home, what they're saying to you locally, that it isn't a trap. Like I was mentioning before, in one of my videos, they can do the scare tactics. Oh, Social Security is, no one's going to get their Social Security check. And if that is you, then you may start to get fearful, like, hey, this is all the money that I have, I'm paying my rent with this, I'm eating with this, etc., etc. And then you find yourself trapped and voting for people that really don't have your interest at heart. They'll mention that one thing about Social Security, and then they will go on and put into law, write laws, and then possibly get them signed by the president. And they've done 6 or 7 other things to totally screw up your legacy, your generational wealth stuff, and beyond. Trust. They will get you with the flowery words, saying stuff, we want to help the black community, da 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 da. Hasn't happened, and it won't. But that's a whole nother thing. So make sure that you aren't getting trapped or seduced by the flowery words, people saying something, people throwing this, some bill that is of zero consequence aimed at the black community. I'm just saying black because I am black. That does not amount to a hill of beans. It's to make you feel good. We know what feeling, you know what that can get you. There's a time and place for it, trust. Off on that. Make sure you go check out everyone that's here. Go check out April Showers. She's talking about any and everything over there. April Showers. Go check out her channel. She goes live. Go check her out. Mama Hanaya, a great place to go and connect and meet other family members. Ooh, Boss Lady Denise, I mentioned her already. Oh, they have different flavors on the Quest protein chips. Now that's good. Hopefully they have like barbecue flavor, something other like that. Miss B and Fam. She's Walking with Jesus Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check her out. And she does other lives too, mostly at the lake, pond, etc. Jury Spot. Go check out Val over there at the Jury Spot. She makes handmade jewelry, bracelets, earrings. Maybe she's expanding out, but go check her out. Father's Day is coming up. I'll mention Father's Day since I mentioned Mother's Day. They may like a nice piece of arm candy. I don't call it a bracelet because a bracelet is kind of like for a girl, but like, you know, those chain links that they will wear on their wrist because it is a guy. But go over there and maybe you could buy yourself something. That was a whole purpose. I'm not saying it. I'm wrong for that. But go check out the Jury Spot. Go check her out. She's been doing quite a few lives now. She's going live a little bit more. Deshaun on the Track. Go check him out. He's putting together beats, I guess. They'll probably tell me, no, I'm not putting together beats. But anyway, it's music over there. So go check him out. Dropping tracks, I think. Different tracks. Let's shout out everyone. Someone said they have them at Target and Walmart. Oh, Boss Lady Denise. Oh, that's for me. Okay, great. So I do go to Walmart a lot. Haven't been to Target in a long while. Okay, I will check online to see if my Walmart has them. Because on Sunday I do have to order some items. When I try to make Sunday and Wednesday my spend days. Yes. So I will check and see if Walmart has them. Thank you so much for that. Boss Lady Denise. You all go check her out once again. Go check out Boss Lady Denise. I mentioned Joshua Gabriel. He may be going live today between 3 and 4. Go check him out. Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising. Yes. Him and his wife and his good friend, Mr. Charles, they love to go cruising. Go check him out. He is on at 5 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Every morning, Monday through Friday. He's talking about different things. He always has an upcoming notification. So if you are connected with him, you will see it. But 5 a.m. He is a long distance driver, long haul driver. Yeah, so sometimes he's in his truck, and then sometimes when he's out in his truck, you know, he's home or he has stopped in. Yeah, he's doing the live from his truck. Yeah, go check him out. Great content. Talks about lots of different topics, lots of different topics. Go check him out. Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising. And Curvy Key is over there with the purses, the high fashion purses. Yes. Go check out Curvy Key. She is doing her review of Louis Vuitton purses, a whole lot of other items also into fragrances, makeup, also into. Go check her out, Curvy Key. I just watched one with her Louis Vuitton purse. It was a PM, it was like a petite something or another, PM something or another. Nice purse, nice purse. She had a lot of stuff in there, so I was like, okay, this is interesting because I have everything but the kitchen sink in my purse. I'm really trying to cut down. But yes, go check out Curvy Key. Curvy Key, go check her out. And I think she mentioned on another live that she was debt free or getting herself set up to become debt free. Check her out. Rosalie James, go check out her channel, a vlog. I know I'm probably mixing her up with somebody, but I thought I saw cooking over there. I could be mixing you up with someone else that I saw. But go check out Rosalie. And this young lady can sing, folks. I am going to end this live. I'm 34 minutes into it. I thank you all for being here. And those that are watching from the bushes, thank you so much. Please don't forget to go back and leave a comment on this live. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You all have a good day. Stay hydrated and be safe. Bye-bye.